Hi, okay, Melinda here, and I'm going to show you how to quickly, easily point your domain name. So you've purchased your domain name, you already have it, you've got your login. Now, what are you going to do to make sure that it's pointed directly to your hosting account? So we're going to log in to namespro.ca, and I'm just going to go find my domain. So, and you can see here I've purchased the .ca and the .com. So I'm going to go to the .com and use it as my primary domain. And you can see right here that, there's a default essentially name servers that have been set here. And I want to go right down here to type, and I want to change this to specify own name servers. So this is how I'm going to tell that domain where it's supposed to point to. So we bring this up. Just going to delete this information here, and I'm going to change it to so that it points directly to the hosting account. Now I want you to keep in mind that when you set a domain to point to your hosting account, it can take up to 12 to 24 hours for that setting to actually kick in and work properly. So let's put in my settings. And if you're looking for these settings, you will find them with your hosting account. So you've bought your domain, you've registered that for a year or two, and then you would be going to Hostmax and purchasing your hosting account or another hosting provider, but I'm recommending Hostmax. So you've got NamesPro, got your domain, and then you're off to Hostmax to buy your hosting account. And when you get that email set up from Hostmax, it will have name servers, or what it's sometimes called is DNS, and it will show this NS1, Hostmax, NS2, Hostmax, or whatever hosting account you've purchased. So that's how you quickly, and you can see right here, 12 to 24 hours. So this isn't an immediate thing. Set it up one night and come back to it the next day and check your domain to see if the domain name has resolved and is actually now pointing to your new hosting space. Okay, so we've set up our primary domain, the domain that we're going to use, for our email addresses, and we're going to use that throughout all of our marketing material. We're using one domain as the primary domain. That's the one we're always going to promote, wherever it might be online. We're going to use that one single domain. Now, what do we do with the .ca, the other domain that we've registered, or one of the .gtlds? What should we do with that domain so it's not just sitting there in limbo? What you're going to do is actually forward this domain. So we're going to go here to the .ca, and all you're going to do is actually select domain forwarding. It's just that simple, and once you click on that, it's asking where you want to forward it to, melindawatt.com, and then I just click save, and you're good to go. You don't have to do anything else with this extra domain at this point. You just want to tell it to point to your primary domain. Now remember, I don't want you to do this with 10 different domains and point them all to your primary business domain. It will only hurt you in the long run in terms of, basically Google will see all 10 of those domains pointing to the same website as duplicate content, and it will penalize you. So you're just taking one extra domain, you're going to point it to your primary, and we're doing this so that if someone were to think of our business and think of it in the sense of a .ca instead of realizing that it was the .com, then they're going to still land on our website. We're also securing the .ca if you are in Canada, so that no one else can sort of swoop in and take advantage of the hard work that you're doing in building your domain, building your brand online. So one domain, point it to the primary, and then we're waiting for our hosting account to resolve so that we can install WordPress and get going. So hopefully that's helpful, and then we're going to head over to our account in Hostmax. once this is kicked in, and we're going to set up WordPress.